even wrote, I don't know how many subjects. No, you didn't do WASSCE.
No.
In essence, I wrote 8 subjects.
Right.
I think that the students this time even
some of them are, I think,
they're doing 8.
Yeah.
I think it's less than 8.
Yeah,
I think it's less than 8.
Between 8, 9. Some could be writing.
So I was a bit surprised that we were doing 8 and more, and yet we were doing remarkably better than they are. Anyway.
Right. We've been talking about it, trying to find a solution to it. George is out there.
But the point is, this is not as abysmal as last year's.
It's not. We are yet to see the final figures drawn out. But if you check from 2009, the results show a consistent upwards. Okay, that's how the graph is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not information that is not around. You can easily look for it. The results show that kind of rise. I think in 2012 it dipped and then came back in 2013. That was when we had the 4 years and a huge number of students managed to go through. And so the argument that 3 years or 4 years, some have said that it's not the number of years. We stayed in school for 5 years at the O level, and yet a lot of us failed. And so it's not the years.
All right. So
let's see what George and Isima have been talking about this morning, finding solutions to the poor results at WASSCE. Daily Rant up next.
The West African Examination Council has released their provisional results for this year's WASSCE. Per the results, 50% of the candidates failed. 598 candidates had the entire result cancelled, while 13 of them had the entire result cancelled and also barred from taking any of the council's examination for 2 years for impersonation. Results of 85 schools have also been withheld following investigations into alleged miles cheating. And so what does this say of our educational system, and who is to be blamed for this failure? This is Daily Rant. Let's keep talking.
In our community like this, sometimes we see kids who go to school, they close from school, they come back. Majority are in the internet cafes, some are out smoking, some chatting, they sleep late in the night, and all stuff. So the students didn't have time to kind of learn, you see. And then with this attitude, you can't pass an exam. So much blame should go to the parents. And then I think the teachers also, they are not putting in much effort when it comes to the main educational.
But if you're not paying the teachers much, this is the result you get.
Oh, it is service for God and nation.
I don't even agree with that, because teachers are supposed to be motivated. And they, looking at teachers, those that have taught us, today what are some of the things that they get? It's like nothing is going on for them. You see your teacher and sometimes you bow. It's not nice. You understand?
Spine.
No, but they are still complaining, you know.
But I also think that teachers should really be blamed, because in certain instances, you see teachers for the love of money. Yes. They will teach the subtopics in class and then organize extra classes. Yeah. Whereas some students, even in this community, they are going to the SHS due to parent pressure. They don't have the interest for it.
So some would intentionally do extra classes where they teach the good subject.
That is how it is like. That is how it is like. They will not teach the main thing in class with the sense of organizing an extra classes where they will take much money and then give into details at extra class.
What we should ask ourselves is that extra classes is part of the educational system. Okay. So the teachers or the government is supposed to be on their toes to teach and as well as organize the extra classes. The extra classes is for the benefit of the child or the ward that is in school. So with that one, you can't blame a teacher who is in class. He has come for class to teach.
I beg to differ, because you see, when you go to this SHS institution, there are extra classes that a school does in the school. But afterwards, I'm talking about the one done after the norm.
Because at North Mine School, we had teachers doing extra classes. I said maybe the school's extra classes. You could have, let's say, economics teacher or geography teacher having his own personal classes.
Okay, let's take for instance, if a parent organizes a classes for his ward at home, What difference does it make if a teacher organizes the classes and the parents pays the teacher? It's no more. It's not like the government is paying the extra classes fee for the award, but the parents is an agreement between the parents.
What is even the need for an extra classes? We have normal teaching hours. That is why we go to school. You go to school from 8, you learn from 8 to 2, 3, you close, you come home. So why extra classes?
So would you say maybe because the 3 year, would you say the 3 years is short for them to, let's say, finish the curriculum, or let's revert to 4 years?
I don't think so, because even students still pass when it was 3 years before it became 4 years, and then I'm back to 3 years. You understand? So I don't think so. But basically, I also think some teachers feel reluctant to teach during the normal classes. But with the extra class, they put in more effort there because they know they'll get.
So if that is, the students should also go for extra classes, or
they are to pay for it. It isn't free.
Do you think all parents have money to pay for that?
I will blame the parents, blame the kid, and also somehow blame the teacher. The teachers are seriously suffering, but it's just that they are not heard. I've tried teaching for some time, and I stopped because I feel, you see, it should be something like a gift. Teaching itself.
So you want to tell me it's not a gift? It's just like you were forced to teach because of money.
Teach because I needed something.
Okay.
You understand? And this is what we get now.
Okay.
People complete SHS and now they turn into a teacher. You go to schools, you find kids teaching their age mates.
All right, then.
Why? Because they are looking for daily bread.
Exactly.
So this is what we will get.
Let me chip this in. There are times people would take their words to school, and let's say for 3 years, you don't even check on the performance of your word to know if the person is on track or he's very brilliant. You just dump the person at school, and that's it.
Earlier, I was making a submission earlier that like the fault is both parents and then teachers.
Okay.
Yes, there is no check and balances between the two agencies, because parents are to check the performance of their wards at school, and then teachers are also to do their responsibilities in the classroom, not to organize extra classes and then take more fees. How can I be a parent and be in the house and then allow my child to go out 12, 1, 2, 3 a.m.? It's a bad thing, you know.
If I should talk about WASSCE a bit, I would doubt their credibility, because how would they set an exams and then an appall will leak?
When you talk about leakage of papers, this is not the first time it's happening. I think every other examination you would hear leakage.
But this year I learned it was too much.
My problem here is, why would students fail if there was a leakage? Because it
doesn't go, if there's leakage,
yes,
trust me, it doesn't reach every part of the country.
Look at the percentage of failure. Look at the percentage of students failing this year.
50%.
50%. So how come if there was a leakage?
You see a situation where the parent is doing everything possible for the child to learn.
And I can't be say, what do you think?
You are saying so, but yes, though, some of us came from a home which is not that good. But yes, though, we took it upon ourselves to learn. Today, I know it will marvel people that you are in Nima, but you have guys who are speaking fluently.
And I'm a bit shocked that you guys are speaking good English. Seriously. Sorry if maybe
we understand. Look, the community itself doesn't help us.
So what do you make of this year's WASSCE results, where it's reported that 50% of the candidates have failed? And if you don't get an opportunity like this, remember, you are just a phone away from the discussion. Just log on to our social media pages. On Facebook, it's New Day on TV3, and on Twitter, it's a New Day TV3, or hashtag TV3 New Day. We came to you from WASSCE here at Nima, and this has been Daily Rant.